الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى.
Ayatul Rahman, the servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have got certain categories, certain sifat, certain qualities. One of the quality of Ibadur Rahman is that he makes or she makes dua. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. Basically, the conclusion of this dua is that we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our family a mean of coolness of our eyes. Coolness of our eyes means that our children, our family is a mean that each time we look at them and glance at them, it gives comfort to us and peace to our heart. And the main peace and comfort we will gain from our children or family if our children and family are pious and good and muttaqiyat and has the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, as I said today, that when our eyes are closed and we will not be able to take anything with us. If we have left any pious children, pious family behind who will make dua for us and send isal sawab for us, send sawab for us, that will be the only thing that will help us and make our coolness of our eyes. So today, our children who at the moment we are teaching, my team and me, our team is teaching, and they are biologically your children, but we treat them like our own children, and each time they learn something, they gain something, it pleases us more than it pleases you, the parents. And the reason why is that we know that the only thing that will help us on the day of judgment is these children one day have learned and they read Quranic, we can say, Ya Allah, we got nothing else. But we taught your Quran, your Qaida, your Quran to other children. And you promise that خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. The best of the people on earth are those who teaches Quran and learn Quran Kareem. So we have done that. That's why it pleases us, each child, when they learn and they know something. We know, inshallah ta'ala, this will help us, all the teachers who are helping and all the team who are helping, they know that this is the only thing that will take us to Jannah. So the presentation is all done by the children. The state secretary is two girls. I think so some of them are stuck in the traffic, some of the children are stuck in the traffic. I said I'm going to start 4:45. I started 4:45, 4:47, 2 minutes late. But I want everyone to come so everyone can participate. Because if I start the presentation about 5-10 minutes early, before all the children come, whatever they had prepared, all right, you'll be left in gaps. So the children, inshallah ta'ala, we're going to start the program with Quranic Tilawat, inshallah. Then is whose class is it? Yeah. So then there's we got one class which is oldest class, which about 16, 17, 18 years old boys. They didn't want to participate in the presentation this year. But we got another class after that, which is about 13 to 14 years old boys. And those boys will, inshallah ta'ala, present a few things, a few problems we are having in the community, and they will explain that. I'm not going to say what they're going to say. They're going to explain everything, inshallah ta'ala. This is coming from children, all right, who do not know reality of the world yet. They have not seen the real world yet. And we are trying to tell them that these things you have to stay away from these things, and these are dangers in the community. So inshallah they will explain that. Then there will be a group of children who will be explaining a brief biography of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, starting from the zero till Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away 63. So the children come forward, make space for each other. Come forward, boys. Come. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they will explain that, inshallah. Then next class will explain different things, some nasheeds. The girls will say some nasheeds, inshallah ta'ala. And the very young one will be at the end. And inshallah ta'ala, there's a Khatmul Quran today too. And that boy will just read one surah. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Alright? Yeah, one surah, because we don't have that much time. Normally we make them read all surahs. And for Barakat, he will read one surah. And after that, after the program, we will give out the certificates and the reports. I want all the parents to take the certificates and take the reports. The children will take who is coming first, second, third. They will take the report, their certificates, inshallah. That'll be one thing. At the end, the boys will do the dua, and you will read all the dua, finishing a majlis, finishing a gathering. We are doing all this for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we want to finish the gathering according to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then at the end, the parents of Sufyan have brought some snacks for you. So the boys and the girls will give out the snacks, and you will take all the snacks with you. Please do not litter outside. Also, sisters upstairs, every year we get this complaint that the sisters upstairs talk to each other and they like to know who all they are. After the programs, when the program finish, then you can introduce yourself to each other. Please, when the boys and girls are presenting, please listen to them carefully. They have done a big preparation, and they, mashallah, has put a big effort in it. And also the teachers have done the same, but the children have, mashallah, put a lot of effort in it. So please listen to all the boys and girls carefully. Now I give all the encouragement to Manail and Sahila, and they are in charge of being state secretary. So this year we changed the state secretary. Every year I give option to different people, different children. This year I give it to these girls. See how they are presenting everything. Inshallah, they'll be very good. Inshallah, ta'ala. Girls, take care of the mics. You wanna have this mic, mashallah? Oh, this is the mic, alright? It's got this here. Manaj, you take it. Boys and girls, we have upstairs, downstairs. I brought water for everyone. If you drink water, please do not make noises with the bottle. You're more than welcome to have water, children too. If anyone needs to go to the toilet, boys and girls, quietly just get up, go to the toilet, and come back to your own place. All right? Do not. You don't need to ask. Just go quietly. Not all of you. It doesn't mean that all five of you go one by one. I need you to go. I don't want you to dirty the place. All right? So go. Carry on. Chalo, bhai.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to 2025's presentation.
To begin with, can I have Abdullah Taha, who will be doing a tilawah for us?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. سورة عبس مكية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عبس وتولى أن جاءه الأعمى وما يدريك لعله يزكى أو يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى أما من استغنى فأنت له تصدى وما عليك ألا يزكى وأما من جاءك يسعى وهو يخشى فأنت عنه تلهى كلا إنها تذكرة فمن شاء ذكره في صحف مكرمة مرفوعة مطهرة بأيدي سفرة كرام بررة قتل الإنسان ما أكفره من أي شيء خلقه من نطفة خلقه فقدره ثم السبيل يسره ثم أماته فأقبره ثم إذا شاء أنشره كلا لما يقض ما أمره فلينظر الإنسان إلى طعامه أنا صببنا الماء صبا ثم شققنا الأرض شقا فأنبتنا فيها حبا وعنبا وقضبا وزيتونا ونخلا وحدائق غلبا وفاكهة وأبا متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الصاخة يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه وصاحبته وبنيه لكل امرئ منهم يومئذ شأن يغنيه وجوه يومئذ مسفرة ضاحكة مستبشرة ووجوه يومئذ عليها غبرة ترهقها قطرة أولئك هم الكفرة الفجرة.
MashaAllah.
Completing this, can I have Shuraim, Noor?
So first we're going to start off with Bilal Strategies class. So first I'd like to call Arib, Abdullah and Omer who will be explaining why alcohol is haram.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today me, Abdullah and Arif will be explaining to you guys why alcohol is truly haram. In the Quran, in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to the believers, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون. The translation of this ayah is, O believers, indeed wine, gambling, idols, and divining arrows are an abomination. These are the satanic acts, so you avoid it completely so that you may prosper.
As well as alcohol being haram, it could lead to 3 types of liver conditions. The 3 types of liver conditions are called fatty liver, hepatitis, and cirrhosis. Did you know that alcohol contributes to 100,000 deaths per year? It could also lead to unsafe behavior, maybe even death. Drinking alcohol at any levels could put you in risk of serious health and social problems.
Did you know alcohol is also really bad because it can be absorbed into your bloodstream? Furthermore, alcohol can negatively interact with more than 150 medications. And finally, there's a hadith that says, كل مسكر حرام. The translation of this hadith is, all intoxicants are haram.
MashaAllah. Very good.
Completing this, can I have Shuraim, Noor and Harun will be informing us on why drugs are haram.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O you who believe, intoxicants and gambling, dedication of stones, and divination by arrows are an abomination of Shaitan's handiwork. Avoid such abominations so that you may prosper. Drugs are haram and they affect people's lives negatively. They affect people's lives spiritually, mentally, and physically. And if you know anybody who is using drugs, you should tell them to immediately stop and seek help.
Did you know the common effects of drug misuse is that you can have bad concentration and bad learning ability. You could also have bad memory and you could become confused often. It could have panic attacks and flashbacks, and it could also lead to depression, which could have suicide with it. Also, the physical effects of drug misuse is that your bloodstream and your heart rate could differ, which can lead to heart attacks. Also, you can have a bad appetite, which could make you abnormally slim. Also, your body temperature increases. Your heart, liver, and kidneys are in great danger, and also your stomach cramps, and you have a bad chest pains. Drug use is life abuse. Assalamu alaikum.
To follow up, can I have Musa, Zakir and Aman who will be talking about smoking?
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today, me, Zakir and Aman will be speaking to you about why smoking is haram. In the Quran, in Surah An-Nisa, ayah 29, it says, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. This translates to, do not kill yourselves, Allah is indeed merciful to you. Did you know that smoking harms nearly every organ in the body, causes many diseases, reduces quality of life and life expectancy?
Did you also know half of all teenagers who are currently smoking will die from diseases caused by tobacco if they continue to smoke? So how would you feel about reducing your lifespan by smoking and ending up in Jahannam?
Is smoking really worth it? Is it really worth impressing friends and looking cool? Or is it better not to smoke and feel the breeze of Jannah?
To add on to that, can I have Ahmed and Sufyan who will be sharing some information on racism?
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today, me and Sufyan will be talking about why Allah has made racism haram. In the Quran, Allah says, يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير.
The translation to that verse is, O mankind, we have created you, man and woman, and put you in tribes and nations to know one another. The one who's noblest to Allah is the most pious, Allah the most known, all aware. A prophet claimed and said, no Arab is superior than non-Arab, no white is superior than non-black, and superior is by rightness and God seeking. How can we should ask ourselves, how can we be a better person? How can we save ourselves from the trap? And how can we help others from the trap? Well, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you see evil in the eye, you should try to remove the hand. If they cannot, they should try to remove it with a voice. If they still cannot do that, they should try to use the heart and to test it. It's the weakest point of the Imam. Say no to racism.
Lastly, from Bilal Strategies class, I'd like to call up Muhammad and Ihsan who will be telling us about talking.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about how you should speak and how you shouldn't speak. I'm going to tell you how you should speak. First of all, you should speak the truth, and you should also speak politely in a moderate tone. Speak in a reasonable tone. And lastly, think before you speak.
I'm going to tell you about why you shouldn't talk. The way you shouldn't talk. Number one, do not speak in a dirty tongue, such as talk, backbiting, or speaking ill of others. Number two, do not post or indulge in self-praise. Number three, do not swear or disgrace anybody. Number four, do not engage in idle chatter.
So now the whole of Ayatul Strategies class will give brief key events of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam of the 63 years of life.
To begin with, can I have Yunus Muqis, Yunus Dali and Muhammad Ahmed?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we'll be telling you the event in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life. Abdullah, the father of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, passes away a few months before the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam was born. Also before Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was born, the incident of Abraha and his army of the elephants happened, explained in Surah Fil. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was born in a blessed month Rabi al-Awwal in the year of the incident of the elephant, 570 CE.
Age 4. Halima radiallahu anhu brings Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam back to his mother Amna radiallahu anha. Age 6. Amna radiallahu anha, mother of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, passes away. Age 6. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam's grandfather Abdul Muttalib takes care of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
At 8 years old, the grandfather of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Abdul Muttalib, passes away, and the uncle Abu Talib takes care of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. At 12 years old, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam makes a journey to Syria and meets Buhayra, who forecast the coming of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. At 24 years old, it was the second journey to Syria under the employment of Khadija radiallahu anha.
Following this, can I have Suhaib, Awais and Ziyad?
When Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was 25 years old, he married Khadija. They set up in Khilf al-Fuda'. He also spent time doing meditation in the cave of Hira. When Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was 30 years old, his daughter Zainab took place. When Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was 33, his other daughter Ruqayya took place. At the age of 34, the daughter of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Kulthum, was born. Age 35, the Kaaba was rebuilt and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam put the black stone back with his bare hands. At the age of 35, his daughter Fatima was born.
At the age of 40, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam received the first divine revelation in Ramadan. At age 43, Islam was accepted by 20 people, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam began to preach Islam. At age 45, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam advised a group of Muslims to immigrate to Abyssinia. To add on to that, can I have Yusuf Nikis, Yusuf Taha and Furqan?
When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was 47, his uncle Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib radiallahu anhu converted to Islam in the year 7 of Jumu'ah 615 CE. 1 year later, the other companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, converted to Islam. Fast forward when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, 2 years later, the boycott of Banu Hashim by Quraysh began. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was 49 years old, it was the second migration to Abyssinia, and it was the year of sorrow.
When the Prophet was age 49, his uncle Abu Talib passed away. That was in the year of sorrow.
In that year, Khadija radiallahu anha passed away as well, and it was in the year of sorrow too.
These two deaths are why this is called the year of sorrow.
At the age of 49, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam took his journey to Ta'if. At the age of 50, Salah becomes Farah. The Miraj ascension takes place on 27th Rajab, year of sorrow. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gets married to Sauda radiallahu anha.
Next, can I have Abdul Rafi, Umar Shah and Ahmed?
At the age 50, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had his nikah with Aisha radiallahu anha. At age 52, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, at the age of 52, 12 people from Medina came and pledged the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam during Hajj. At age 53, 13 people from Medina came and pledged the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam again.
When Prophet Muhammad was 53, he went to Medina for the start of the Islam calendar at 620 CE. A few months later, the first masjid ever was built, Masjid al-Quba. A few months later, Masjid al-Nabawi was built.
At the age of 53, the completion of the marriage to Aisha radiallahu anha. At the age of 54, the change of the Qibla from Masjid al-Aqsa to the Kaaba. At the age of 54, fasting of Ramadan became farz.
On completing this, can we have Fayaz, Ayhan and Fashid? At age 54, the amount and distribution of zakah was defined. Ruqayya radiallahu anha, daughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, passed away. Also this year, the Battle of Badr was the first battle in Islam. Allah sent angels to help the Muslims. The disbelievers were badly defeated.
At the age of 55, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam married Zainab bin Khuzaymah radiallahu anha. The Battle of Uhud also took place in this year, which the Muslims were winning, but because of a mistake, they were defeated. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam married Hafsa, also married Hafsa radiallahu anha in this year.
At the age of 56, Prophet Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam married Salama radiallahu anha. He also married Juwayriya radiallahu anha in this year. Alcohol was made haram in this year.
Can we now have Afan, Awad and Asad?
When the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was 57 years old, the Battle of the Trenches occurred. Late that year, marriage to Zainab bin Jahsh was completed. When the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was 58 years old, the Treaty of Hudaybiyah was signed.
At the age of 50, invitations were sent to the kings to accept Islam. Also at the age of 50, the Prophet conquered the fort of Khaybar that belonged to the Jews. Later that year, he married Sophia, Habiba, and Maymuna.
The daughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Zainab radiallahu anha, passed away. The conquest and victory of Makkah took place. At age 61, Kulthum radiallahu anha, the daughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, passed away.
Completing this, can we have Karimullah and Shazad?
At the age of 61, the first Hajj of Muslims took place. At the age of 62, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam performed the farewell Hajj.
At age 63, after he completed his mission and relaying the message of Islam and the Quran to the world, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ passed away and leaving this temporary world. 6 months after Muhammad ﷺ's death, his beloved daughter Fatima radiallahu anha passed away.
Beautiful performances by Adam Straji's class. We're now going to move on to Muaz Straji's class.
So firstly, I'd like to call up Adam and Musa, who will be reciting the sneezing dua. As the act of sneezing is a mercy and grace of Allah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
After sneezing, say Alhamdulillah. All praise be to Allah.
Replying to the sneezer, say Ya Rahmakullah, may Allah have mercy upon you.
Sneezer, reply back with Yatikum Allahu wa yaslihu balakum. May Allah guide you and rectify your condition.
Next of all, can I have Usman, Isa and Abdul Rahim, who will be mentioning some key points about the books that were revealed in Islam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Today we will be talking about the books that Allah has sent.
These are the 4 kitabs where Allah has sent us down to learn.
Allah revealed His divine books to different Anbiya alayhi salam for the guidance of their people.
Some Anbiya were given small books, some were given big books. The big books were called kitabs, the small books were called sahifas.
The names of the 4 kitabs that were revealed are
Torah, Old Testament, revealed to Musa alayhi salam.
Zabur, Psalms revealed to Dawood alayhi salam.
Injil, Bible revealed to Isa alayhi salam. Quran revealed to Rasulullah alayhi wasallam.
A prophet who was given a kitab of his own is called a Rasul. A prophet who followed the kitab of a previous prophet but did not get a kitab is called a Nabi.
All the books beside the Quran were revealed at the same time, but the Quran was revealed over a period of 23 years.
All the kitabs besides the Quran are no longer in their original form. Changes and alterations have been made, so it's only necessary to read the Quran. The Quran is revealed on Lawh al-Mahfuz of the night on Laylatul Qadr.
Following this, can I have Yahya, Ayan and Adam Shah who will be giving us some info about the Quran, as the Quran makes us closer to Allah and it earns Muslims countless deeds.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Today we will be learning about the Quran.
Number 1, the Quran is the final book of Allah. Number 2, it has replaced the other divine books. Number 3, it has no change in it. It is still in its original form the way it was revealed. Number 4, Allah promised to protect the Quran from any change.
Number 5, the Quran revealed over a period of 23 years. Number 6, various ayahs from different parts of the Quran were revealed at different times. Allah instructed Jibreel alayhi salam to show Rasulullah alayhi wasallam which ayah belongs to which surah and what sequence it will be placed in. Thus, the present sequence of the Quran, although different from the sequence of the revelation, has been instructed by Allah.
Number 7, we must recite the Quran daily. One letter of the Quran equals 10 rewards. Number 8, the Quran is a lived miracle. Countless of people have been able to memorize it off by heart over the last hundreds of years. Number 9, the Quran is the final book of Allah and there will be no other book after it. Jazakallah khairan for listening to our little speech.
Moving on, can I have Abu Huraira and Ismail who will be teaching us how to do wudu. As us Muslims should do wudu every day to be clean and fresh, for example, to read salah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Today we will talk about how to do wudu. First, wash your hands 3 times, and then gargle your mouth 3 times, and then wash your nostrils 3 times, then wash your nose 3 times, then after wash your face 3 times to the forehead, to the chin, of the earlobe, to the other earlobe. Then after wash your arm to the wrist, to the elbow 3 times, first right then left. Then do massa to your head and ears. Then wash your feet to the ankle 3 times, first right and left. I'm gonna say the dua you have to say after wudu. Allahumma fili dhanbi wa li fi dhari wa barik li fi rizki. Oh Allah, forgive my sins and widen my grave and give me barakah in my rizq, sustenance.
Bismillah. Basically, I'm not supposed to speak, but I want to tell you a few things. The Ismail and Abu Hurairah just explained how to do wudu. If you read the biography of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Sahabas, sometimes Sahabas used to sit the Tabi'een down and say, can I teach you how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to teach us how to do wudu? So we think wudu is a small thing, everyone knows how to do wudu. But the Sahabas, and mainly Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught the Sahabas, and if you read the books of Hadith, you find Usman radiallahu ta'ala taught the Tabi'eens how to do wudu. Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala taught how to do wudu. Amr ibn As radiallahu ta'ala taught how to do wudu. So wudu is very important, and we need to learn how to do wudu according to the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ismail just explained how to do wudu. So it's very important. So we do teach the children practically how to do wudu. But even though we teach them, it's still the responsibility, the main responsibility of the parents to make sure the children know how to do istinja, wudu, and salat properly.
Completing this, can I have Rashid and Adam who will be informing us on our hospitality, as Allah will increase our provision if we give food and drink to our guests.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Today we will be talking about hospitality of guests.
1. A guest should be entertained for 3 days. Beyond that, it is optional for his host to serve his guest. 2. A guest should try his best not to trouble his host, and he should not overstay his welcome.
Number 3. When dining at someone else's house, the following dua should be recited. Allahumma barik lahum fima razaqtahum waghfir lahum warhamhum.
O Allah, bless them in what you have provided them with, and forgive them and have mercy upon them.
Allahumma at'im man at'amani wasqi man saqani.
O Allah, feed him as he has fed me, and quench his thirst as he has quenched my thirst.
Now I'd like to call up Zaid, Jihad and Ayan who will talk about how important angels are in Islam, as angels take care of us on a daily basis.
We do not see the Malaika do not disobey Allah. And Allah creates angels out of no light and gave them various duties from the earth world for the angels called Malaika. On the day of judgment, Israel will blow and everything will die. He will blow again and everything will go back to life. Ayatul is in charge of rain, food. Other angel work under him who are in charge of wind, cloud, river.
Succeeding this, can we have Amanullah and Rayan who will be informing us on how we meet someone, as greeting someone in Islam is one of the ways to enter Jannah.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. So today we're going to be telling you about how you say salam. Smile means meeting another Muslim. A younger person should greet an elder person with salam, and the walking should greet the sitting, and the smaller group should greet the larger group. Greet the Muslim for the following words. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, which means peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah and the blessings. In reply, you should say wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, which means and peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah and His blessings.
And when you see someone cheerful, then say Adhaqallahu sinnak, which means may Allah always keep you cheerful. Say salam when joining and leaving a gathering. And also do musafah, shake hands when saying salam.
Once again, beautiful performances from this class as well. We're now going to head over to the very studies class. Now I'd like to call up Hadra Bibi, Rayhana, Ayla, Soraya and Fatima, who will be informing us about life after death.
Assalamu alaikum. Today we'll be reading Life After Death. Number 1, we believe in life after death, i.e. after this life will be given another life. Number 2, Israfil alayhi salam will blow the trumpet for the second time. Everyone will be given life again and they will rise from their graves. People will be shocked and frightened when they come out of their grave. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will question us about our deeds. Number 7, pious and good people will be rewarded with Jannah. Number 8, evil and bad people will be punished with Jahannam.
Number 9, after the first blowing of the surah, there will be nothing in existence beside Allah. Thereafter, Allah will give life to Israfil alayhi salam and instruct him to blow the surah a second time. The period between the two blowings of the surah will be 40 years. Number 10, with the second blowing of the surah, everything will come back into existence. Every person will rise up from the same condition that they had died in. This is what's known as life after death.
We should recite the following dua frequently if we want a good end to our life. Allahumma inni as'aluka husnal khatimah.
Oh Allah, I ask you for a good end to my life. Following this, can I have Latifa, Safia, Iman, Shazia, Maryam Begum, and Maryam Hashmi, and Amira, who will be telling us about weighing of deeds and intercession, as Allah has promised us that those who do good deeds of righteousness, for them is
is a gift of forgiveness. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're going to be reading Weighing of Deeds and Intercession. Those whose good deeds are more than their bad deeds will receive the book of deeds in their right hand and go to Jannah. But those whose bad deeds are more than their good deeds will receive the book of deeds in their left hand and go to Jahannam.
Hold the mic to your mouth.
Intercession. Shafa'a means intercession.
Everyone will be in a state of worry, distress, and concern on the day of Qiyamah. They will go to different Anbiyas alayhi salam and beg them to ask Allah to commence his Qiyamah. Each Nabi will decline and they'll send them to the next Nabi until they come to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will then plead to Allah and Qiyamah will commence. This intercession can only be done by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
MashaAllah, very good.
Thereafter, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will intercede to take his ummah out of Jahannam and enter them into Jannah.
Other Anbiya alayhi salam will intercede for their followers.
The pious and the modest will be also allowed to intercede. A practicing Hafiz and an alim.
Those who recite the Masnoon Dua after every adhan has been promised the intercessions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To move on, can I have Zainab, Hajar, Waziri, Sarah, Ali and Rahma, who will be telling us on how important thankfulness is in Islam, which being thankful is one of the keys to enter Jannah.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to be reading a story about thankfulness. Let's begin. Thankfulness. Trip to the countryside. One day, a father of a very wealthy family took his son on a trip to the countryside with the purpose of showing him how poor people live. They spent a couple of days and nights, which would be considered eventful family. On the return from the trip, the father asked his son, "How's the trip?" "It was great, Dad." "Did you see how the poor people live?" the father asked the son. "Oh yeah," said the son. "So tell me what you learned from the trip," asked the father. The son answered, "I saw that we have one cat and they have four. We have a pool that reaches the middle of our garden and they have a creek that has no end. We have imported lanterns in our garden and they have stars at night. Our patio reaches to the front yard and they have a whole horizon. We have a small piece of land to live on and they have fields that go beyond our sight. We have servants who serve us and they serve others. We buy our food but they grow theirs. We have walls around our property to protect us and they have friends to protect them." The boys follow speech. Then his son added, "Thanks, Dad, for showing us how poor we are. Isn't it perspective a wonderful thing? Makes you wonder what would happen if we all gave thanks for everything we have instead of worrying of what we don't have." What do we learn? Appreciate everything that Allah has blessed you with, especially your sincere friends. When it comes to this worldly life, we should look at the less fortunate things and it will make us grateful for what we have and what others do not have. Thank you for coming. May Allah grant you Jannatul Firdaus. Ameen. Succeeding this, can we have Talia, Aisha, Ramisa, Misara and Ala, who will be singing a nasheed called Muhammad Nabina for us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we will be singing a nasheed called Muhammad Nabina. Share the mic. Muhammad Nabina binuru hadina min Makkah habibi nuru سطاع المدينة من صلى صلاة
Sheikh Mahnoor and Safar will also be doing a nasheed for us.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today me and Manu will sing a nasheed. Allah made everything. Allah made everything. Allah made everything. Allah made everything. The earth and the blue sky. Hail, face and palm of the ocean. Moving along in a really cool motion. Did you ever wonder where you came from? Who's the Lord of all creation? Beautiful said, that's my Lord. Beautiful said, that's my Lord. Beautiful said, that's my Lord. Allah, the creator of all those wood. Hey, the birds are way up high, high in the sky with a cloud inside. Tell me who made you and I, you to walk and you to fly. The Lord bird said, that's my Lord. The Lord bird said, that's my Lord. The Lord bird said, that's my Lord. The Lord creator of us all. Allahu Akbar, our creator. There's no one greater than Allah. So why do we stand tall? Too proud to recognize what's right before our eyes. Signs from our Lord.
Follow up, can I have Surya and Samira who will be informing us about Sunnahs of Jumu'ah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jumu'ah. On this day, there is a time when no Muslim stands and prays, asking Allah for something, but Allah will grant him it. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gestured with his hands to indicate how short that time is.
Number 1, to take a bath. Number 2, to wear nice and clean clothes. Number 3, to brush the teeth with a miswak. Number 4, to proceed early to the masjid.
Number 5, to go to the masjid on foot if walking distance. Number 6, to try and sit as close as possible to the imam. Number 7, if the rows are already filled, one should not jump over the shoulders of other people who are sitting in order to get to the front.
Number 8, to apply oil to the hair and to use ether or any other nice smelling fragrances. Number 9, to listen to the khutbah attentively. Number 10, to recite Durood upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in abundance since it is presented to him.
The conditions are the Jumu'ah Salah should be in a city, big village, a town like a city. It is not proper to perform the Jumu'ah Salah in a small village.
It should be performed as a Hurkan.
Khutbah addressed by the Imam should be delivered before the Salah.
Lastly, from this class, I'd like to call up Shumaysa Khan who will be mentioning the benefits of Ayatul Kursi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I will be talking about some of the benefits and virtues of Ayatul Kursi. Ayatul Kursi is known as the most powerful ayahs in the Quran. The virtues of number 1, save you from the evil. Number 2, protection from the evil eye. Number 3, angels guard you. Number 4, protection from shaitan. Number 5, save God from your home. So let us all learn so we may benefit.
MashaAllah. Moving on, we have Amr Straji's class.
So now, can I please call up Abbas Ali, Hassan Ahmed, Halima Adil, and Manha Mahmoud will be sharing Surah Ikhlas with us, as we should read Surah Ikhlas 3 times in the morning and evening, as it is also one of the 3 calls.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. سورة الإخلاص مكية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Next, can I have Muhammad Ali, Zaid Ali, and Farhan Oyas who will be reciting Surah Falaq. We should also encourage ourselves to read Surah Falaq before going to bed, as it protects us from the evil eye, reduces anxiety and fear, and many other benefits.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله سورة الفلق مكية بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
The dua of eating. Before you eat, you say Bismillahi wa ala barakatallah.
Completing this, can I have Muhammad Kaab, Muhammad Azam, and Sufyan Wakar who will be reciting Surah Nas, as we should read Surah Nas every day before going to sleep, as it protects us from jinns, black magic, and evil works of the devil.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم سورة الناس مكية بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
Moving on, can I have Ahmad Kudurma, Yahya Abdullah, Ruqayya Muhammad, and Nabiba Muhammad who will be reciting Ayatul Kursi. The best time to recite Ayatul Kursi is after every prayer and before going to sleep, as a guardian of Allah will be protecting us from shaitan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
Next, I'd like to call up Hadia Kamran, who will be reading the first kalima. The significance of reading the first kalima is that it offers us a massive peace of mind.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. There is no God except Allah and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam salas messenger.
Following this, can we have Mikhail Ahmed Jabbar who will be reciting the first and second kalima with translation.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. There is no God except Allah and Muhammad Rasulullah is Allah's messenger.
Succeeding this, can I have Labiba Muhammad, Ruqayya Muhammad, and Fatima Abdullah who will be singing a nasheed called Rahmatul Lil Alameen.
يا من صليت بكل الأنبياء يا من في قلبك رحمة لله يا من نورت قلوبنا بالإسلام يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله بأمي وأبي هديتك سيدي صلاة
end of Amr Stoji's class, can I have Juzama who will be doing the truthfulness hadith? As it states in the Quran, truthfulness leads to righteousness and righteousness leads to paradise.
عليكم بالصدق فإن الصدق يهدي إلى البر. Be truthful, for truth leads towards good. A Muslim must always speak the truth. Allah loves those who speak the truth.
We are now going to move on to Rizwan Aslaji's class.
So to start off, can I have Khadija Noor, Aliza Khan, Sophia, Safa, Marwa, Khadija Rahman and Adam Gul who will be informing us about Salah.
1, 2, 3,
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك ولا إله غيرك.
الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى